All right, I'll do it. It is Monday morning, and that does mean galactic challenges for us here at the Scribe Tribe, and you know how much we love them. We love the galactic... Not this one. Not this one. But let's do it anyway, because I've got the answers. Hey! Before we begin, let's take a look at the modifiers for this galactic challenge. First and foremost, we have probe droids as the global modifier. Whenever anybody is gaining 4 or more debuffs, they are going to be inflicted with mark and be exposed. It's a little bit frustrating. You can't resist it, and you're going to be gaining a lot of buffs, and they're going to rip through you like I ripped through my morning coffee. Our modifier is Imperial Navy, and this basically means whenever an Empire capital ship uses a special ability apart from core reinforcements, all active Empires are going to be gaining 10% stacking offense, which means we're going to be doing lots of damage until the end of the encounter, and whenever an Empire ally is defeated, we reset or reduce the cooldown of core reinforcement by 1, quite useful. Now, we also have advanced targeting computers. This means at the start of each support ally's turn, you inflict target lock to a random enemy that doesn't have it. If you attack a target-locked enemy, there is a 50% chance you will call to assist, which is quite nice. The enemy has the Protocol Exterminate modifier. Their allies, their droid allies at least, which is all of their ships, have got 10% additional offense. Whenever they score a critical hit during their turn, they're going to inflict target lock on someone that doesn't have it. Whenever they damage an enemy with target lock, they're going to be recovering protection, which isn't actually all that bad for us because the feats, oh, the feats. Why these feats? You'll come to understand why soon enough. So, we need to win with 3 Empire ships. I hear what you're saying. You're saying scribble. That's easy. I can win with 3 Empire ships. No problem. No problem. Yeah, me too. And you need to complete the battle after attacking out of turn 20 or more times. You're like, no problem, Scribbles. And I'm like, I'm with you guys. But evading after win after evading 10 attacks? No bueno. No bueno. And you'll come to understand soon enough. Soon enough. So let's break this down, shall we? Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Scribe, that's the Executor. Don't you have a lower tier ship that we can use to get the feats done? And yes, I do, but I want to start off with the team that will get you all the feats in one battle for those of you that can do it. So starting with the Razor Crest, Xanadu Blood, and Slave 1 in your starting lineup, I found the most success with. Having Houndstooth on the bench is very, very important for reasons we'll find out during the battle. Next up, I'm throwing in the Imperial TIE Fighter, I'm throwing in the Imperial TIE Bomber, and Second Sister's ship, the TIE Iron Interceptor. Let's do this. Coffee. Okay, so there's a lot of nuance to this battle, guys. You want to have the starter be successful enough that you don't lose any units out the gate. After that, we are going to go hard focus using the first special of the Executor to focus down the enemy's first hyena bomber. Yes, I did say first. There are 3. We're going to try and hit our contract as soon as possible, spreading out that damage, getting as much AoEs out of there, and trying to just kill units. Now, I could have focused down the hyena bomber there, but I didn't feel it was necessary. And yes, the enemy's capital ship will ultimate almost immediately and will proceed to keep on ultimating you throughout the entirety of this galactic challenge. It is infuriating. I like to get rid of the summoned vulture droids as soon as possible because they're very weak and they don't actually pass the enemy capital ship turn meter. We've managed to hit our payout there, which is fantastic. And it's actually a good thing now that we start to lose units. We actually want to lose some of our units once we've got a little bit of control on the field. I'm actually leaving some of these units alive right now because I actually want them. Excuse me. I don't want to chew through the enemy team too quickly and get rid of our chances of actually surviving to the point that we need to get to. So we need to get to our ultimate, essentially. The Executor needs to hit its ultimate. There's the second of 3 hyena bombers. We've got an extra dodge there, which is lovely. Now I'm taking a look and I'm thinking, I could probably get some evasion up on our Xanadu Blood. There's another dodge there, perfect. And they've gone through the first savior of the Razor Crest there. I think there was another dodge there. Perfect, beautiful. Okay, so at this point, I'm figuring, do we kill the extra hyena bomber or do we leave him alive for now? We choose to leave him alive for now just to make sure that they still have some damage output, because we still need to lose Xanadu Blood and the Razor Crest. We do want to lose those units. There's the AoE. We do get the evasion up, but unfortunately no additional dodges coming out of our Xanadu Blood. Right now, I'm going to look to reinforce with the Imperial TIE Bomber. That's because we need those last 2 reinforcement ships as our last 2 units on the field. We want Houndstooth and we want the TIE Iron Interceptor left alive right at the end. So I think we'll go ahead and use the AoE here to cleanse off the taunt, but more importantly, to kill the summoned Vulture Droid. And now we have to play it very carefully. It's important, if you want to get all the feats done, to not kill IG-11. Do not start going crazy full damage on him. Just use basics with the capital ship, and then when you get a chance, don't do this and attack with the Imperial TIE Bomber. If the enemy has got Vulture Droids, save it for attacks with your Razor Crest, which does a lot more damage. There's like ult number 2. Fantastic. And now things are starting to look quite good. So with your Razor Crest, attack the summoned Vulture Droid unit. That's because you don't want to deal too much damage to the enemy's IG-2K. We lost an additional TIE Fighter pilot there to the Buzz Droids, which is great. And we've nearly lost our Imperial TIE Bomber. Now, I am not going to ultimate here. Do not ultimate here. You want the enemy capital ship to gain that extra Hyena Bomber on the field before we ultimate, okay? Very important if you want to get those evades. There we go, we've lost our Imperial TIE Bomber. Things are looking good. I know this isn't what you think good looks like, but this is good. This is good. Okay, so we're going to spread some of that damage around because we don't want to kill either of them. Right now is the opportunity that we have. I don't want to go in too quickly. I want to make sure that our Razor Crest is close to death. And he's summoned an extra Vulture Droid, which is nice. So now we're going to come in with the TIE Iron Interceptor. Very, very key. If we use the first special here, it's actually going to put evasion up, or sorry, foresight on the Razor Crest. So we get 2 additional dodges there, which is lovely. And right now, Razor Crest is gone. Now we're in the key position. Now is when we want to use our ultimate. This is how we're going to farm up our dodges, okay? So the TIE Iron Interceptor can pass itself Foresight with its first special, but if it already has Foresight, it will pass it to an ally. So when we reinforce with Houndstooth now, the enemy literally has no way to kill it. Even if it stuns it like that, it's okay. We're using the AoE here as it does less damage overall to make sure we don't kill the enemy too quickly. Using the capital ship's second special ability, we can put Foresight on Houndstooth. That's another dodge. And now we can just proceed to slowly deal damage to the opponent. When you get the chance, use that first special with the Iron Interceptor. That's going to pass Foresight. More dodges. And then just always use the basic with the capital ship unless you can use the cleanse that provides Foresight to Houndstooth. Okay? If you use anything else, you might accidentally kill the enemy units, and you want to try and drag this out as long as possible. Try to hopefully get lucky with some of the evades. I believe in the end of this, we end up getting 11 evades in total, which is more than we need, but I'm just showing that you can make it possible. Now, those of you that want to question it, my second sister is R7, and my Houndstooth, or Bosk, is R5. So they've got some relic investment, not masses and masses. I'm spreading the damage here to try and keep them both alive. An extra dodge there from the Iron Interceptor. I'm trying to spread the damage to keep them both alive, but if you have a point where one of the units must die, try to make it the Hyena Bomber, because the IG-2K has an element of its own recovery every single turn. So he can kind of keep himself alive a little bit longer, as you can see there. There's another occasion for us to get some more Foresight, just a basic, and boom, another dodge for us there. And the AoE here, we've still got Foresight on the Iron Interceptor, but unfortunately, now that the Hyena Bomber's gone, IG-11's not going to have the opportunity to actually hit her. Another AoE here, we get the Foresight back up on Houndstooth, but unfortunately, I don't know if we'll actually be able to survive. Oh, there we go. That's the 11th dodge, I want to say, and that gives us the kill and the win. That will literally do every single feat in that one team, ladies and gentlemen. But I want to show you some options that you can use if you don't have the Executor. So those of you with the Profundity will have an easy time with the attacks out of turn. There is a lot of damage output here, and we can just go in with a standard Profundity starting lineup featuring Cassian on the bench and then throw in 3 Empire ships. I've gone with the Iron Interceptor, the TIE Fighter, and the Imperial TIE Bomber. They've got the most use, I feel, out of reinforcements, but this is mostly around getting those attacks out of turn. Those of you that know, with the Profundity, it has got a ridiculous amount of attacks out of turn capabilities. Of course, they're going to get the stun out the gate, which is a little bit frustrating, but not a whole lot we can do about it. And let's call the Massive Cyst, targeting our Outrider. So that we got some assists in the end. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't a terrible amount of assists. Let's hopefully chew through that hyena bomber very, very quickly. They are rather chunky. They are rather chunky. Let's just keep on focusing on that hyena bomber right now. Let's see. We're going to call in a reinforcement here. I'm going to bring in Cassian. Cassian is going to be able to call yet more assists for us. We're going to call in Malevolent Falcon here just to get rid of that crit hit immunity. And we're going to wait to attack this boy until we have got our AoE up with our Hans Millennium Falcon. That's the way we're going to be dealing with the summoned units. Also gives us the advantage of having defense penetration as a buff. Now we're just going to keep focusing on the original Vulture Droid. We want to try and get rid of him as soon as possible. And let's pass a turn back over to our boy Cassian, I think. Which one was this one? Dispel all buffs on target enemy. Yep, let's do that one. Get rid of those buffs. And let's do a bit of a wiggle here to cleanse off that irritating nonsense. We don't want those buzz droids. And of course, there comes the ultimate from our opponent's capital ship. Just focusing down on that OG Vulture Droid right now. Cassian has got counterattacks, which is rather nice. There we go. He's out of the picture. Let's get some healing up. And a little bit of extra speed. Let's see if we can get rid of that. No, of course not. There was all the additional buffs that's just going to put the marked and the thingamabob. The marked and expose on our characters. Unfortunate. Now, we should be able to use our little bonus here, and there is the ultimate from our capital ship. Nice and easy, sending off the Malevolence into another universe. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now we should have a rather large amount of damage output. Our enemies won't be able to reinforce with any more Vulture Droids. And we're all going to laugh our way home to the bank. Marvellous. We can just put it on auto at this point. You'll absolutely 100% get all the assists. You've got the 3 Empire ships on the reinforcement bench, and that will satisfy those requirements. Those of you with the Scythe can actually get the victory done with the Tarkin lineup here. I'm going in with Scythe, the TIE Advanced, the Houndstooth, and then reinforcing with the Imperial TIE Bomber, the Imperial TIE Fighter, the Iron Interceptor, and the Emperor's Shuttle. There is a certain element of RNG to this. If they stun your Houndstooth out the gate, or if they kill the Scythe out the gate, simply back out and restart. You need the Scythe in order to make this possible. That's where your survivability comes from, and more importantly, a boatload of your damage. So, please don't stun our Houndstooth out the gate. Super. So our Houndstooth is now able to taunt. It's most likely going to... excuse me. It's most likely going to be removed with the ultimate from the enemy's capital ship, but it's still good that we've got that out there. I like to get the target lock on the IG-11, or IG-2K rather, out of the gate. I'm taking a look here. Do we want Foresight, or do we want to survive a little bit longer? I'm just going to go ahead and get the formation up here. Fortunately, the enemy's capital ship did not use its ultimate, which is perfect. We can get an AoE out. That's going to give us a little bit of assists. Now, getting that Foresight... Oh, he dodged. How rude. And then they got the double assist. Not ideal. Let's go ahead and use the special there from our boy Vader. And... do we go for the TM here? No, I think I'll just try and keep Vader alive a little bit longer. Basic here will feed us some TM. Super. Okay, and now we are going to reinforce, and I think what we'll reinforce with is the TIE Iron Interceptor. That's going to give us just a little bit of additional damage output, but also a source of additional foresight, which is great for the survivability. Now, we got very lucky there in how long it took our enemy to actually get its first ultimate out. I'm just taking a look here. Let's try and get that extra TM rolling. What we're trying to do right now is get our first kill. Once we've got our first kill on the board like this, it will help spread a lot of TM to the team. Get rid of the Hyena Bomber as well. Perfect. And now let's have a look. I actually think we're just basic here. And let's spread some foresight once again. I'm going after the Vulture Droid because going after IG-2K if you don't kill him outright with simple pure damage, then you might not ever actually get to where you need to be. If you get an opportunity to pull back the TM on IG2K, go ahead and do it with Vader. And then let's go ahead and focus on the Vulture Droid right now. Get the taunt up. I'm checking this out. I'm just going to try and keep Houndstooth alive just a little bit longer. Hopefully get rid of that Vulture Droid soon. Yeah, there we go. Get rid of the Vulture Droid. That's going to give us a bunch of TM. And then I'm going to gain some more TM on the Scythe. We do lose the Houndstooth. Let's go ahead and... Now, I think we'll gain the TM over here with the Scythe, so we don't have to worry about killing the extra Vulture Droid just now. Big hits from Vader. Oh, and the assist. I like to see that. Let's go ahead and gain some more assists here. Reinforced now, and I'm going to bring in the Imperial TIE Bomber so that we've at least got a tank on the field. And it's looking like we are sitting pretty right now. We've done the damage, and there goes IG2K. So it is possible with this lineup as well, but I wouldn't say it's the easiest setup. If you've got the Scythe, give it a try. So if you could take a moment, ladies and gentlemen, and tell me what team comp you use down in the comment section down below, I would be very much interested. More importantly, if you haven't already, check out this video that I did last night. It's covering the upcoming Conquest and how you can put your best foot forward so that you can get Admiral Trench with as minimal fuss as possible. I will see you all in the next video. Peace.